Hi everyone, I'm going to present our work, Scope, Evaluating and Enhancing Permission Explanation Transparency in Mobile Apps. We know that mobile apps are deeply embedded in our daily lives and often collect sensitive data. However, users are often unaware of how their data is accessed and used. Traditional mechanism privacy policy is not that effective due to long, complex, and users rarely read. In this context, the industry has increasingly promoted the use of permission explanation as a mechanism for enhancing user awareness and empowering more informed decision-making. These permission explanations are designed by their developers and can diverse in format and style. However, the actual effectiveness of these explanations depends heavily on implementation quality. There is no system-level mechanism to ensure developers to comply with transparency and disclosure requirements, and pre-work has found some developers may intentionally design prompts that manipulate users' decisions rather than support informed consent. This motivates us to check, is there any manipulative pattern manifesting in permission explanations and how they can be systematically detected and potentially mitigated. So we first conducted an empirical study to understand the current landscape of permission explanation practices. We analyzed 600 mainstream apps, manually tested and explored each app's permission requests, and simultaneously using free data to monitor sensitive API calls. As a result, we revealed three-layer deficiencies in current permission explanation practices. First, about the visibility, there are roughly 15% cases provide no explicit explanation. Second, about linguistic appropriateness, some lack specificity with vague language, some with technical terminals and jargon, and some has manipulative language. Third, 28% explanations have incomplete information disclosure. That is, they focused solely on primary app functionality while omitting third-party usage scenarios. This is concerning as many apps integrate third-party SDKs that would inherit all permissions granted to the host app. So the third-party uses should also be delivered to users. Based on the identified problems, we propose a multi-agent framework called Scope. Its inputs include screenshots of permission dialogues and sensitive API call logs. Then each agent automatically extracts, evaluates, and optimizes permission explanations. The first one, explanation extraction agent, uses multimodal LLMs to extract permission rationale text from screenshots. If found, the text is sent for linguistic and purpose analysis. If not found, the absence is recorded in the final report. Then the linguistic appropriateness analysis agent evaluates the quality of texts to ensure they meet regulatory requirements for clarity, language accessibility, and non-manipulative communication. Next, the purpose inference agent analyzes runtime API call information and app metadata to determine actual permission usage scenarios. It employs RAG to incorporate app descriptions and privacy policy information combined with contextual reasoning and third-party SDK identification for purpose inference and truthfulness assessment. Finally, the adaptive report generation agent integrates results from all preceding agents to generate a comprehensive evaluation report. It will identify compliance gaps and propose targeted recommendations based on specific issues detected. We next conducted experiments to assess the effectiveness of our framework using the previously collected 600 mobile apps that had been manually annotated. We aim to answer 4 RQs. The first 3 examine the performance of each agent within the framework, and the last one examines the practical utility of the generated recommendations. In RQ1, we focused on the agent's capability to automatically identify and extract explanation texts from screenshots. We showed that multimodal LLMs exhibit superior performance across diverse UI designs. RQ2 aims to evaluate the agent's performance in semantic understanding. We showed that LLM-based few-shot learning performed effectively, outperforming traditional keyword matching and role-based approaches. In RQ3, we checked the agent's ability in identifying actual permission purposes through API call information and app context. The results demonstrate the effectiveness of our approach, with app's contextual information providing some improvement. Lastly, we conduct a user study to evaluate whether our framework's recommendations positively impact user privacy perception. Results show that most favored the revised explanations, showing clear user performance. Participants usually found the revised versions are clearer, more specific, and easier to understand. In conclusion, we systematically revealed deficiencies in permission explanation practices, and we propose and implement the framework scope to evaluate permission explanation compliance and generate targeted optimization recommendations. And we performed experiments to evaluate the effectiveness and practical utility of our framework. So thank you for your listening.